I'm Jacob Kaufman, I'm Nerd on the Street, and this is Nerd on the Street news for the week of September 14th, 2014. Pretty slow news week this week. Of course, there were the Apple announcements that happened on Tuesday, but I made a separate video about those. You can check that out on my channel. So here are a few smaller things you might have missed. First of all, Google Play increased the Android app refund window to 2 hours. So I did not realize this, but previously, after you bought a paid app on Android, you had 15 minutes to try it out, and if you didn't like it, you could get a refund in exchange for, I guess, deleting it from your device. And that sounds really useful. I did not know that that was a thing, but I will probably be able to try out paid apps in the future knowing that. And yeah, now after you get the app, you don't just have 15 minutes to try it out, which 15 minutes would only pretty much be good for if the app doesn't work on your device, then you might be able to return it. Other than that, 15 minutes really won't do you much. But 2 hours, you can really play around with the app and try out all of its features and see if it does what you need it to do. And if it doesn't, then you can return it. All you have to do is visit the app's page in Google Play, the same page that you used to buy the app, and in addition to the open button, there will be a separate button that says refund. It's worth noting that when the Android market started, the redeeming time was actually 24 hours, and then it was shortened to 15 minutes in 2010, so now we're seeing a slight increase again. I guess they're trying to find the balance between trying out an app and misusing this by using an app for a one-time purpose and then returning it. Speaking of Android, Apple is continuing to sue Samsung for features in Android. For instance, Slide to Unlock. Now, Slide to Unlock is not something that is specific to Samsung phones. That is found in the stock builds of Android. So why would they sue Samsung? If Apple really wants to get anywhere, they need to go directly for Google, who's making Android. I have a feeling that they can't do that since Android is free/open source, but it's completely ridiculous that they're just picking random OEMs to sue just because they're all using the same software. So yeah, Apple was granted some money for Samsung because they did use the Slide to Unlock feature which Apple patented. However, they were only granted a fraction of the request they made because the judge ruled that Samsung did not willingly infringe the patents, they just did it on accident. I don't know, sliding a picture to unlock a device seems like it's too broad of a thing to patent. This is going to be an issue if every little feature is able to be patented and sued over like this. Earlier this week, news broke that Microsoft might be buying Mojang for $2 billion. And a lot of the news headlines that mentioned this didn't say Mojang, they said Minecraft. Microsoft is not just buying Minecraft, they are buying the creator of Minecraft, Mojang. Obviously, Minecraft is one of the biggest video games, if not the most popular video game on a lot of platforms right now. And Minecraft is actually one of the few games that has really, really great multi-platform support. It's built on Java, so that means that it runs on Windows, Mac, Linux. As I found out, it does not run on BSD because BSD does not have Java. But yeah, what would it mean for Minecraft if Microsoft bought Mojang? Would they continue developing it on Java? And if they did, would they keep it multi-platform, or would they start using libraries that you can only get on Windows? Because a lot of people say, oh, don't worry, it's built on Java, they're not going to rewrite the whole game in another language. Well, no, they're not going to rewrite the whole game in another language, but they could very easily add some feature into the game that requires something that you can only get on Windows. So yeah, hoping that deal does not go through, and if it does, hoping Microsoft doesn't change too much. It's actually kind of interesting, some of the Mojang staff have shown great dislike for some of the recent changes Microsoft has been making. For instance, I remember Notch making a tweet. Microsoft emailed him something about certifying Minecraft for Windows 8, and Notch thought that that was completely ridiculous. He shouldn't have to certify his game to run on Windows. It should stay an open platform, as he called it. And it's worth noting that Minecraft is not available on Windows Phone, and it's also not available in the Microsoft Windows App Store. I guess it's just called the Windows Store. I don't even know what it's called. So yeah, very interesting pick for Microsoft to acquire. Mojang's newer games are not having a lot of success right now. I mean, I don't think they're doing bad, but they're not growing in popularity as quickly as Minecraft did. So I'm not sure if this is really a smart move or not. Next up, Comcast provides public Wi-Fi networks in lots of cafes and fast food restaurants. For instance, if you go to a McDonald's somewhere and it's got free public Wi-Fi, you might be able to connect to that, and it's provided by Comcast. Well, if you connect to those networks, Comcast is injecting JavaScript ads into your browser. They say they do it to assure you of security. They inject Comcast ads into your browser so that you know you're seeing Comcast ads, you know you're connected to a legitimate Comcast network, oxymoron, and not some other network that's pretending to be a free hotspot. For instance, I could go up to my local McDonald's and have my laptop broadcast a network that says McDonald's Wi-Fi or free public Wi-Fi or something like that, and people would connect through my laptop and I would be able to, track something. I don't know how to actually do that, but I know it's possible. Here's the thing. If hackers were wanting to affect public Wi-Fi networks, injecting JavaScript would be one of the ways they would do that. So hacking into your browser is not really going to assure you of security. One possibly good side effect of this is that people using HTTPS to connect to websites, so instead of the HTTP:/ the website name, if you're using HTTPS, then that blocks this kind of JavaScript injection. It encrypts the data you're sending over the network so they can't see the web page code and they can't put in their own code to add to that because they wouldn't know where to do it and they wouldn't know how to encrypt it. So yeah, Comcast ads are one more reminder that using HTTPS will make your browsing experience more secure. There was some sort of Gmail password compromise this week. Apparently, a list of 5 million Gmail usernames and passwords was published online. Now, it's been reported that not all of those username password combinations work. Some of them do not work. Some of them are the incorrect passwords. And Google is actually saying that it did not come from Google servers. They're saying, we did not get hacked. These are from other websites that hackers hacked. And then this list was made based on the assumption that people use the same passwords for everything. For instance, let's say that I use the same password for my Gmail account as I do for my Facebook account. Someone hacks my Facebook account, and then now that they know my Facebook account password, they can try to log into my Gmail account using that same password. So don't use the same password on multiple services, it's just bad. Also, Google does recommend you change your password. I do think that they emailed everyone affected by this, so if you did not receive an email from Google telling you to change your password, then you're probably in the clear, but yeah, just change your Gmail password if you want to. And finally, Chongqing, China has made a separate sidewalk for people on their cell phones. There is now a sidewalk lane for people who actually look where they're going, and then there's a separate lane just for people looking down at their cell phones texting. And this would be great to have at school because it's really annoying when someone's walking like a turtle in the hallway and I'm just stuck behind them and I can't pass them, but they're just walking so slowly because they're on their phone. It's like you're going to get to where you're going much quicker and you'll have extra time to look at your phone if you put it down in the hallway and just walk to your classroom. So yeah, what do you think? Is this a good thing that will prevent crashes on the sidewalk, or do you think it's going to encourage more people to walk while texting? And that's about all the interesting things I could find on a moment's notice this week. I was pretty busy this weekend, so didn't have a whole lot of time to hunt. Remember, if you want to submit a story, you can. We have a subreddit at reddit.com/r/nerdonthestreet. Also, don't forget to check out the rest of our content at nerdonthestreet.com. For now, I'm Jacob Kaufman on Nerd on the Street, and I will see you guys later. See ya.